video, I wanted to show you 2 acupressure points that you can do on your dog. One for pain and one for anxiety. These are really simple. This is something that you can do at home, and you don't need to know anything about acupressure to do these points. And I wanted to give you two options for pain and for anxiety that you can do to help relieve your dog. So today I'm accompanied by Hexie, and I'm going to first show you an acupressure point for pain, for generalized pain. This point's also called the aspirin point, to give you an idea. Now, for acupressure, you use the pad of your finger. Traditional acupressure, they always use the thumb, but you can use your finger as well, whatever's more comfortable for you. So don't use the fingernail, you use the pad of your finger. And on the point that I'm going to show you, you just put light pressure. You don't have to jam it in there, and let your dog tell you. If you push a little bit and the dog reacts and pulls back or tries to get away, then you've gone too far. And let go, settle down, try again with a little bit less pressure. Also, some dogs don't like constant pressure. They prefer a little bit of motion. So you can do little circles, kind of like a little massage in that area. And you don't hold the points for super long. Sometimes 60 seconds is enough, sometimes even less than that. What you're doing is you're holding it until you see a change in your dog, some sort of release. So a sigh, a yawn, any kind of like relaxation. Then you know that you've hit the point, and then you can let go and let the body do the rest, because as with all energy work, this is unblocking the energy and allowing it to flow. And so once you get the reaction from your dog, then the work is started, and it will continue to work for 24 hours afterwards. So you don't have to stay there for a really long time. And so this point is for pain. Like I said, it's called the aspirin point. So generalized pain in any part of the body, it's really a good point. So I'm going to show you this point on Hexie's leg. So I know some people don't know anatomy, so I'm not going to use anatomical terms. I'm going to just try to describe where the area is. So if you have the back leg, you have their paw, you go up to the point right here that bends. You have this part that bends on their leg, right? And then it starts to go up to the thigh. Well, right at this part that bends, if you slide your hand in here and you feel around, you'll kind of feel the bone ends, and then it becomes a tendon. It's squishier, and you can feel a bone on the front part of the leg. If you slide your fingers in there, you'll feel right above where the two bones join, there's this really like thin area, really fleshy. You can't really feel any muscle or any tendons in there. That's the point. Right above where the two bones meet, in that fleshy kind of thin area, is where you want to press in. So you just press in and you just hold. And while you're doing this, the one thing you want to do is you want to be in a very calm, relaxed state. So take some deep breaths in and out and really relax yourself, and that will help calm the dog. The other thing that's really helpful is to keep your other free hand on the dog, because then you can kind of feel their reactions. You can feel if they're letting go, if they're starting to relax into it. And then you just watch your dog and you look for any kind of changes, any kind of release or reaction on their part, if it's too much, if it's not enough. And you just hold that point. And you can hold it, like I said, a lot of times only like 10 to 60 seconds is enough to get a reaction. Sometimes if you're new and you're kind of not sure exactly where you're at, you can move it around a little bit until you really get a good feel of what you're looking for. And then you just kind of sit and calmly relax and and look for something like that, a release, a reaction of relaxation, and then you know that it's done its job, and you can let go and let the energy move and continue to work on its own.
And now I'm accompanied by Davis, who is going to help me show you the point that you can use for fear or anxiety. If your dog is fearful of something, fireworks, or if you have generalized fear or anxiety, you can use this point to help them work through that anxiety and fear. Now, this point is called Kidney 27, and it is located on the chest. Now I'm going to show you on me first, because sometimes on dogs it's harder to see what I'm showing you because I have kind of furry dogs. But if you look at your breastbone that runs here, your sternum, and then underneath you have your ribs, you're going to look for the point. There's a little indent in between the sternum and the rib cage, and that's where you're going to go for. So on the dog, you're going to kind of feel in here. You're going to feel his breastbone, his sternum, and you're going to feel the rib cage, and you're going to feel a little indent in there. And that's where you want to put your finger. So again, you can either just hold it in place, or you can do little circles and massage if your dog doesn't like having it held in place. And then you're just going to, again, relax, breathe deeply, and you're just going to wait until you have a reaction or release from the dog. And you can do either side. You don't have to do both sides at the same time. You don't have to do both sides, but if you want to, you can hold both sides at the same time, because there are 2 points on either side here, like this. But if not, you can only do one. You do one side if your dog is laying down. You don't have to do both sides. And again, you just breathe calmly, relax into it. And of course, if you have an anxious or stressed out dog, they might be moving around a lot. It might take a little bit more time. You might have to come back to it, let them go, let them relax a little bit, come back again, if it's too much for them at first. But you're gonna just hold and sit and wait for a release or a reaction on their part. And that is all it takes. And so I hope that these 2 points are helpful for you, that you can use them with your dog if you have any kind of pain or anxiety issues. And if you like this video, please hit the like button below, and then please share it and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos featuring my lovely crew of crazy mutts that I have here. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day.